Hello friends and welcome to the Southern Mountain Kitchen. Today we're making a chicken and vegetable casserole. So this casserole has such a great taste because it's kind of like a mix of chicken and dumplings going up against a pot pie, but it's amazing when you mix it together. So what we're going to do is take 4 chicken breasts, they can be like a medium size, cut off all of the fat pieces, and we're going to cook these ahead of time because they need to be cooked before they go into the casserole. So preheat your oven to at least 400 degrees. We're going to put these in for about 25 minutes to cook, so that way they are ready for our casserole. So once you get all of the fat pieces cut off, and there always are a few fat pieces inside your chicken, go ahead and put them on a lined baking pan. We're going to add a little bit of salt, some pepper. This is to taste. You can put on as much as you want. We're going to do a little bit of garlic powder on top of it. And then we're going to add whatever kind of chicken flavoring you like to use. There are chicken seasonings that you prefer your most to use, so go ahead and put that on top. And then we're going to have those bake for the time I told you, and then we're going to go to the counter where we have all the ingredients that we're going to use in this casserole. Now the baking pan I'm using is like a 9.5 by 13.5. I'm going to go ahead and coat that with some cooking spray so that way this doesn't set up shop and stick to everything. And we're going to melt our butter that we're using in this, because you are going to use at least 1/4 cup of butter, and we're going to pour that in the bottom of the pan and make it as even as possible. So if you have to tilt your pan and move it back and forth, that's fine. And then since our chicken is done, we're going to cut it into pieces, and we're going to line the complete bottom of the pan with the chicken. So you're just going to sit it right in on top of the butter. Now we're going to reset our oven because this is going to go back in once the casserole is together at 400 degrees, and it's going to bake for 35 to 40 minutes. So if you turned off your oven after you actually cook the chicken, you're going to reheat it now to 400 degrees. And when you're putting the chicken in the bottom of the pan, just go ahead and distribute it evenly, so that way all the way across the bottom of the cooking dish you're going to use, you're going to have chicken from wall to wall. Now, once you have the chicken in completely, we're going to get ready to mix up the first layer that goes on top. So what we have in our mixing bowl right now is 1 cup of self-rising flour, which we are adding a cup of milk to. And we're going to whisk this till it's completely incorporated. Now, once you get this all mixed up, we're going to bring the chicken back over, and we had frozen vegetables in a cup. I'd say use at least 3/4 to a cup of frozen vegetables, which mine had carrots, peas, corn in it, and I'm just distributing it evenly over top of the chicken. And then once you have that in completely, then we're going to take the mixture of flour and milk and kind of like go back and forth over top of the chicken and vegetables to where there are even lines going all over the top of it, because you want to get a good coating of that on top. Then in a bowl, we are going to take 1 can of condensed cream of chicken soup, and then we have 14.5 ounces of chicken broth that we're going to add into this, and we're going to mix them together with the whisk. Now when you're whisking this together, I was kind of shocked that when I was mixing mine up, there's actually some pieces of chicken in my cream chicken, which usually there aren't, but this can had it. So if you see something coming out with my cream of chicken mix here, there are actually some pieces of chicken in there. And we're going to pour this over top of what we already have in our baking dish, so it's going to go over the entire top of the casserole. And once you get this done, it is going into the oven at 400 degrees, which is going to be in there for almost 40 minutes. And when it comes out, it looks something like this. And this is an amazing meal, and it makes really a lot of this. You could feed an entire family on this one pan. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. And if you get a chance, check out my cookbook, which is available on Amazon and in bookstores worldwide. Have a great day.